A year later, I'm still struggling with some of these things. Why is that? It should be muscle memory now. I can just nail the technical stuff.
You're doing fantastic. I'm a disaster.
Okay. I wanted to start with, obviously, the internet is in an uproar about whether John Walker is a good guy or a bad guy. Who is this Captain America? So I'm going to ask you the same questions that I asked Chris Evans about 7 years ago when Captain America and the Winter Soldier came out, and then we'll compare. So Captain America, John Walker, how good of a guy is he? Would he take cuts in line?
Would he take cuts in line?
Yeah.
Ooh. Would he take? No, he wouldn't.
Okay. This is good to know. This is revealing. What about, does he return his shopping cart at the grocery store?
Not every time.
Like when it's raining, is he like, you know what?
No, I think only when it's raining.
Oh, that's actually a really kind of a nice thing to do.
Right, but maybe not when it's not raining. It's still not the right thing to do necessarily, but who knows why.
He's complicated. Okay, last question. Does he leave his dishes in the sink?
No, not this guy. No way.
Really?
Yeah,
Rinses?
it is.
Does he stack them well?
Spain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned a lot already just in this conversation.
I think we're talking about him now. As we know him now. It could change. I don't know, but for now, these are the answers.
A good tease. Okay. Do you believe in good guys versus bad guys? Is that a real thing, or is every character somewhere in between?
I think every character is somewhere in between. I think that's sort of the nature of why Marvel does such a great job with their characters, is because everybody believes that they're doing good for reasons that you can almost empathize with or sympathize with, because like the Thanos one was the best version of it I think I can think of, where you have the world's worst bad guy. He's taken away half the population. But if you've never sat on the 405 at traffic time pre-pandemic and thought, well, what if like half the people were just gone? It's an interesting philosophy for a bad guy to have, because you can go, well, if I wasn't one of the people, it might not be so bad. But it's a bad thing to do. It can't happen.
Right. Very true. It would be I-5 in Seattle, but yes, point well taken.
Any major cities traffic infrastructure, take half the people off it. It's gonna be nicer to drive on.
Right. You mentioned the pandemic, and I do have to say that, I, like many people, have taken to just being comfortable from the waist down for the most part. And I'm watching the show feeling slightly bad for you in that suit. Was it as uncomfortable as I imagine it being in my mind?
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. It was extremely uncomfortable. There's no denying that. The shoulders hurt, the back hurt, just the position it puts you in. It's just like, oh my God, it's painful.
So I guess then that's the other question. Is John Walker like the rest of us now, when if he doesn't have to be in that suit, he is not in that suit?
Yes, I agree. That is exactly what it's going to be.